If you weren't at the 6 o'clock, you're wondering why there's sleeping bags and tents and all that around, because we have our annual, actually semi-annual or biannual. If you do it twice a year, is that semi or bi? Anyway, we have our twice annual Halloween scary stories sleepover, and we do it right now this night because it's halfway to Halloween. So thank you for joining us. This is from old time radio show called The Sealed Book. Tales of dark deeds, strange and terrible beyond all belief. The sound of the great gong heralds another strange and exciting tale from the Sealed Book. Tonight, the mysterious keeper of the book has opened the ponderous door to the secret vault wherein is kept the great sealed book, in which is recorded all the secrets and mysteries of mankind through the ages. Here are tales of every kind, tales of murder, of madness, of dark deeds, and terrible beyond all belief. The Sealed Book. Yes, once again, the keeper of the book is ready to unlock the ponderous volume in which is recorded all the secrets and mysteries of mankind, all the lore and learning of the ancients, all the strange and mystifying stories of the past, the present, and the future. Keeper of the book, what tales will you tell us this time? First, I must unlock the great padlock which keeps the sealed book safe from prying eyes. Now, what story shall I tell you, you ask? Well, I have here tales of every kind, tales of murder, of madness, of dark deeds, and events strange beyond all belief. Let's see. Yes, here's a tale for you. A dark story of two brothers. One of them killed because he could not help himself. The other one was interested in murder too, but in a very different way. The title of this tale is The Hands of Death. And here's the tale as it is written in the sealed book. It began in San Francisco on a night of thick, suffocating fog. A young man hurrying homewards towards a corner and bumps abruptly into a huge figure striding toward him. Excuse me. The fog is so thick I didn't see you. It's all right. Tell me, where do you live? Here in San Francisco? Well, yes, I do. Do you know where Edward Morlock lives now? No, I've never heard of him. Now, if you'll excuse me. Wait. But look, I've really got to get home. I just want a light from your cigarette. Oh, yeah, of course. Here, I'll hold it for you. Yes, just hold it just like that. Hog! What is it? What's the matter? Nothing. It's nothing. It's my hands, isn't it? They frightened you. No, it's nothing. My hands. They disgusted you. No, of course not. They frightened you because they're not like other people's hands. No, let go of me. I assure you that you thought I was a freak. Let go of me. You're crazy. But I'm not crazy. Do you hear? I'll show you. No, I'll show you. No. Extra, extra, read all about it. Phantom strangler in San Francisco. Victim killed in the fog. Extra, extra. So, the Phantom Stranglers at work in San Francisco, Jennings will be interested in that. I beg your pardon, Mr. Morlock? Huh? Oh, yes. The postman brought this package for you, sir. Ah, Jennings, thanks. Package, Give it to me. Yes, sir. Now wheel me over to the window. Of course, sir. This is close enough, Jennings. This package. I suppose you noticed that it came from my agent in New York? Yes, sir, I did. And perhaps you can guess what's in it, eh, Jennings? No, sir. But I have no doubt it's another nice addition to your collection of objects having to do with famous murders, sir. Yes, indeed, Jennings, a nice addition indeed. But speaking of murders, have you seen this morning's San Francisco paper yet? No, sir, I have not. Well, look at these headlines, Jennings. Read them out loud. Playboy murdered in the fog. Phantom strangler breaks victim's neck. Ah, then he's back. Your brother Kane is back, Yes, back in San Francisco looking for me. And he'll keep looking for you, sir. And if he finds you, he'll kill you. Yeah, he's dedicated his life to that purpose, hasn't he, Jennings? And all because he feels I cheated him out of his share of the money our father left us. It's a great pity. Yes, of course, Jennings, we know the truth. Right, so, as you say, we know the truth. However, I hardly think Kane will find me here. No, sir. So we'll forget about him, Jennings. Tomorrow afternoon, a neighbor is dropping in for tea. A neighbor, sir? Yes, Inspector Tennant, the head of the local police force. He's coming to view my little collection. Of course, sir. And Jennings, he may bring a friend with him, so I have plenty of everything. Yes, sir. Well, that's all. What are you waiting for? Excuse me, sir. I wanted to speak to you about this check you gave me for yesterday for my month's salary, sir. Oh, what about it? It's for the usual 500, isn't it? Yes, sir, but you see, Mr. Morlock, sir, I've been thinking in these times I ought to have more. More, Jennings? Just how much do you consider your services worth? Shall we say 1,000 a month? Sir, 1,000 a month? It's quite reasonable, I think. After all, if I were to tell the authorities all I know about your father's will, and how it happened that the entire fortune came to you and not to Kane. Never mind, Jennings. I'll make out another check. Thank you, sir. But be careful you don't drive me too far, Jennings. You may regret it. Oh, I think I'd be safe enough, Mr. Morlock, sir. After all, confined to that wheelchair as you are, you need me. That's enough, Jennings. You'll get your check later. Yes, sir. Very good, Mr. Morlock. So you're getting greedy, are you, Jennings? I must find some way to discourage you. Yes, some way to discourage you. The next afternoon, Edward Morlock, the strange, crippled collector of murder relics, enjoyed himself thoroughly playing host to Police Inspector Tennant and Mr. Norman Smith, a criminologist friend of his. He began by showing them his latest acquisition, the one that had come by mail just the day before. And now, gentlemen, look. A cashmere shawl. Yes, but no ordinary cashmere shawl. Until last month, it was owned by two very old sisters who lived in a dingy house in Baltimore. In Baltimore, you say? Yes. You mean that's the shawl? Exactly, gentlemen. That's the shawl with which the two old ladies were strangled by a sneak thief. Well, I'll be darned. It's a prize worthy even of my collection, in which I flatter myself the most complete of its kind ever assembled. Funny hobby, I'd call it. Well, Inspector Tennant, every man to his taste, Murder's your business, Inspector, but it's my hobby. Now, if you just pull back those curtains there, the rest of my collection is on the shelves behind them. What, these curtains? Yes, that's right. Well, I'll be jiggered. This is most interesting, Mr. Morlock. Yes, I knew you'd think so. Look there on the wall, an authentic headsman's axe. It was used in the brutal murder of Baron de Morlaix, an ancestor of mine in the 15th century. And right there below it is the blood-stained dress worn by one of the victims of Jack the Ripper. And on the next shelf you'll see... And so there, gentlemen, you have the highlights of my collection. How do you like them? Well, if that's the sort of thing you're interested in, I'd say your collection does seem complete, Mr. Morlock. Yeah, indeedy, sir. In fact, there's really nothing missing except perhaps the murderer and the victim. What did you say? The only thing missing from your collection is a murderer and a victim. A most interesting thought, Mr. Smith, and after all, why not? Why not what? Excuse me, Inspector, I was just thinking out loud. Well, I'm afraid we've got to go now, Morlock, eh, Smith? Ah, yeah, you're right, Inspector. It's been a great pleasure having you, gentlemen. I do hope you'll call again. Yes, Mr. Morlock, you rang. Yes, Jennings, before you help me to bed, I want you to mail these letters. Yes, they're to major newspapers in San Francisco and contain a message to be inserted in their personal columns. A message, sir? Yes, to my brother Kane. We used to communicate this way in the past. Here's a copy of the message. You may read it. I say. If the gentleman with the unusual hands will visit his brother in Santa Villa, he will learn something to his advantage. You're inviting him here, sir? Exactly, Jennings. You've decided to play safe, to track him and turn him over to the police. Oh, that's very clever of you, Jennings. Yes, very clever. But you've already proved you're clever, haven't you, Jennings? I'll just take these letters out and mail them. And soon, quite soon, I think, we shall be seeing my dear brother Kane again. After Edward Morlock had put into effect his plan to bring his brother Kane to him, he sat in his wheelchair and waited, seeming much amused. That's some secret thought. Yes, one day passed, then two, then three. Then the newspapers carried strange new headlines. Extra, extra, read all about it. Phantom Strangler in Los Angeles. So my brother Kane was in Los Angeles last night, Jennings. He's getting closer. I shouldn't be surprised if he arrives here tonight. I don't like it, sir. Oh, nonsense, Jennings. You know you've got nothing to fear from Kane, unless, of course, you're so careless as to make some remark about his hands. I know, but he intends to kill you, Mr. Morlock. Oh, I think I'll be able to control him, Jennings. I want you to bring me a glass of milk. Kane is very fond of milk. A glass of milk, Mr. Morlock, with a triple dose of sleeping powder in it. But I don't understand. Never mind. You don't need to understand, Jennings. Just do as I say. What's that? Well, I imagine that's Kane now. Kane here already? Quick, Jennings. I'll let him in. You get a glass of milk ready and bring it in when I ring you. Yes, when you ring, sir. Come in, Kay. I've unlocked the door. Oh, yes, I'll come in, Edward, now that I've found you at last. Well, I'd hardly say you found me, Kane. I sent for you. It's the same thing. Now I'm where I can put my hands around your throat at last. I'm going to kill you, do you hear? Kill you, kill you. Kane, sit down. What? Sit down, Kane. I want to talk to you. All right, I'll sit down, but you can't change my mind. Tell me, Kane, how many people have you killed since you got out of the penitentiary? 7. 7 murders? They looked at my hands. They were disgusted. I didn't kill them. My hands did. Do you see? My hands. I didn't want to kill them, but my hands killed them anyway. Oh, of course, I understand. Your hands. Your great-grandfather had hands like you, as you know, Kane. Don't talk about it anymore. No, of course not, Kane. You must be hungry. I'll ring for Jenny. She'll fix something for you. Yes, I am. I am hungry. But please, Kane, don't startle the poor fellow. You know he's very much afraid of you. Why? Why is he afraid of me? Well, it's your hands, Kane. He says they give him nightmares. My hands give him nightmares? You mustn't blame him, Kane. He can't hear it. My hands give him nightmares. Yes, sir. I brought you a glass of milk, Mr. Morlock. My hands frighten him. Oh, thank you, Jennings. Just put it down there. Yes, sir. Why are you looking at me like that, Jennings? I'm not looking at you, Mr. Kane. You're looking at my hands. They upset you. They give you nightmares. No, no, Mr. Kane, that's not true. I'll show you. I'll give you a reason to be afraid of my hands. Mr. Morlock, help me! Help me! I'll show you. I'll show you. Oh, let go. You're killing me. Oh. There. That'll teach you to be afraid of my hands. You can let go of him now, Kane. He's dead. My hands. They killed him. They killed again. Oh. Yes, he's dead. Oh, you've been very wicked, Kane. I didn't want to kill him. My hands did it. My hands, do you hear? You must be quiet now, Kane. You must rest. I didn't want to kill him. Here, drink this milk and lie down and rest for a while. We'll talk some more in the morning. All right, I'll drink it. I'll take care of everything. That's right, Kane. Lie back and sleep. Sleep soundly now. So, you would blackmail me, would you, Jennings? And you would kill me, would you, Kane? But I've been much too clever for both of you. Hello? Hello, police headquarters. Connect me with Inspector Tennant, please. I want to report a murder. So there you are, Inspector. Kane's in the penitentiary for assault with intent to kill. Apparently he escaped since then, and he's been seeking for meaning to kill me. Good heavens, Mr. Morlock. He's the strangler who's been doing all of these killings. Yes, Inspector, I'm afraid so. Oh, and I never guessed Neil showed up tonight to kill me. Because he thought, you see, quite wrongly they had cheated him out of his inheritance. Jennings bravely came to my rescue when Kane throttled him, Inspector. And then I tricked Kane into drinking some drugged milk, and, well, there you are. But why, man? Why? Why did he kill all these people? Because of his hands, Inspector. His hands? Well, you saw his hands, Inspector. Tremendously strong, not hands at all, really, but more like demon's claws. Kane is morbidly sensitive about his deformity. When he feels someone is frightened by his hands, he kills them just like that. Good thing we got him at last. You can take him along now quite safely, Inspector. Be sure to keep him well locked up, Inspector, and don't let anyone get within reach of his hands. A few weeks later, Kane Morlock entered the lethal chamber of the state penitentiary. Edward Morlock, the condemned man's invalid brother, was one of the few spectators. Kane Morlock, with his last breath, cursed his brother and swore that someday he would be avenged. And then he died. The following day, Inspector Tennant and his friend Norman Smith paid Edward Morlock another visit. Oh, good evening, Inspector. Mr. Smith, it's very kind of you to stop by tonight. Yeah, we stopped by to see how you were making out, Mr. Morlock. We thought maybe with your trip yesterday and the shock. Oh, no. I'm quite all right, thank you. What must be. You see, I am a philosopher. You have somebody looking after you then, what? Yes, Philip, the young boy, is taking poor Mr. Jennings' place, Mr. Smith. Oh, and gentlemen, that reminds me, I have something here that would interest you. Something that would interest us? Yes, here on the table beside me. This jar. A burial urn, isn't it, Mr. Morlock? Exactly. And in this burial urn are the ashes of poor, murdered Jennings. Jennings' ashes? You mean you're going to keep them with you? Well, of course, gentlemen. I was very fond of Jennings, very fond. What more fitting than that I should keep his ashes to remind me of his years of faithful service? Besides, I can always look upon them as part of my little collection. Your collection, Morlock? Yes, Inspector. It was Mr. Smith here who pointed out that, complete as it was, it lacked both a murderer and his victim. Well, here are the ashes of the victim. Great heavens. It is a rather unique item, Mr. Morlock, indeed. Yes, indeed. An item any collector would be proud of. But really the choice addition to my collection here is in this box which just arrived. Would you care to look at it, gentlemen? Why, what in the world? Oh, you needn't guess. I'll lift the lid and you can see. Merciful heavens! A pair of hands! The hands of your brother Cain. Exactly.
Why, Jiggers, I can't believe it.
But what is so strange about it, gentlemen? There are the ashes of a murder victim, and here are the unique and terrible hands that murdered him. Where in all the world will you find a collector who can boast such items as these? You must be mad, Morlock.
What, did you plan this all from beginning to end?
Plan it, Mr. Smith? How could I?
You're quite mad.
We can never prove it. No, Inspector, you could prove nothing. Nothing.
Inspector, I think we'd better get out of here.
Yes, come, let's get out of here before I do something I regret. Call again any time, gentlemen. Easily upset, weren't they, Cain? Upset by your hands, your great strong hands that are going to become the prize of my little collection. The distorted hands of a murderer. Oh, how cold they are, Cain. And yet I can almost feel the murderous strength in them still, my brother. You wanted so badly to close your hands about my throat, didn't you, Cain? But it's too late now. You're dead. And your hands are dead too, lifeless. Would you like to see how your hands look at my throat, Cain? Here, I'll place them there for you. See how nicely they would have fit around my neck, just as if... No! No! Look at me! Your hands! They're choking me! I can't breathe! Back in here, Miss Smith. Morlock, what is it? Where are you?
Inspector, look there on the floor.
Good Lord, it's Morlock. No. Oh, it can't be. His brother's hands are clutched around his throat. They've strangled him.
And that is the story of the Hands of Death, as it is written in the Sealed Book. Edward Morlock was quite dead when they found him with his brother's severed hands around his throat, but they called his death heart failure. For who would believe that two dead hands by themselves could wreak the vengeance that Cain Morlock swore to have before he died? And perhaps it was heart failure. Perhaps Edward Morlock, thinking he felt the hands move, died of sheer terror. You'll have to decide for yourself which is true. That answer is not written here. But now,
another story from the Sealed Book. Yes, once again, the keeper of the book has opened the ponderous door to the secret vault, wherein is kept the great sealed book, in which is recorded all the secrets and mysteries of mankind through the ages. Here are tales of every kind, tales of murders, of madness, of dark deeds, strange and terrible beyond all belief. Keeper of the book, I would know what tale we tell this time. Open the great book and let us read. Slowly the great book opens one by one. The keeper of the book turns the pages and stops. The strange story of two scoundrels who would stop at nothing for money. A tale called The Ghost Makers. And here's the tale as is written in the pages of the sealed book. It is an autumn afternoon in the ancient New England village of Wilton. In an old stone house a mile from the town, Agatha Wainwright is serving tea to her nephew Ned, and the little man Ned is introduced as Professor Piedmont, a friend who has come to spend a few weeks with them while he works on a book to be called Old Graveyards of New England. Oh, and it says here that Rick Quaggan has pre-ordered the first edition of Old Graveyards of New England.
So this is your graveyard, Ned. Looks like a man who'd be happy staring at tombstones. They make a fascinating study, Miss Wainwright. Yes, well, I'll take your word for it, Professor Piedmont. Myself, I'd rather read about them in a book.
The professor not only writes books, Auntie, he's also an expert on psychic phenomenon.
Psychic phenomenon, eh? Oh, you mean ghosts? Foolish fiddle-faddle dreamed up by silly people without brains to know better.
But Miss Wainwright, I assure you, you are wrong.
Nonsense. When a person's dead, he's dead. When I see anything I'm willing to call a ghost, I'll know I'm crazy, and then I'll admit it.
Why, Auntie, this very house is supposed to be haunted. You know that.
Rubbish! This is a perfectly normal house. I've lived here a month, and I haven't heard so much as a board squeak. Oh, but Miss Wainwright, that may be only because you're new to the house and not yet sensitized. It takes time to become aware of occult influences. Ah, stuff and nonsense. Who started all this talk about ghosts anyway here? Now let's have some tea and no more talk about ghosts. Well, Ned, now that we're alone, suppose you tell me a little more than you put in your letter. I'm still not sure why you sent for me.
All right, Professor Piedmont, this is the gist of it. 3 months ago, Aunt Agatha's brother died, leaving her estate of $400,000, and I'm Auntie's only living relative.
Oh, I see, yes. The light begins to dawn.
Now wait, my uncle arranged his will so that Aunt Agatha gets only the interest. It's about $20,000 a year, and this house to live in. Now, on her death, the entire estate goes to charity. I'm cut off without a penny.
Oh, I see. Your uncle didn't like you, did he, Ned? A shrewd man, very shrewd.
Yes, Professor. He was making sure I couldn't get my hands on any of it. But that's where you come in. If Aunt Agatha were to become, shall we say, ill, mentally ill.
Oh, so that she was incompetent to administer the estate, you mean?
Exactly, Professor. If Aunt Agatha were to lose her mind, either through shock or fright, who but me, her only relative, would be the logical one to administer the estate for?
Yes, you would then, wouldn't you? Then you'd have the whole income for as long as she lived.
Yes, and part of the principal, too. I know ways to manage it, but I've got to get my hands on some of it before the end of the year. I'm sunk. I owe a little money, Professor. 25,000. If I don't get it quickly, the people I owe it to are rather short-tempered.
Yes, I understand. Yes, Ned, I remember when I knew you in Chicago. You liked to gamble, didn't you? That's your affair. Whatever. Personally, I prefer to stick to my own profession, creating ghosts.
Huh. Yes, I've heard some of your jobs, Professor, and some of the ghosts you created to order.
Yes. I pride myself on having unique occupation, Ned. And I believe I'm the only ghost maker there is. And the ghosts I've created have been effective, too.
So I understand. Now, what I want you to do is this. I want Auntie frightened to the point that she...
Yes, I understand. And Ned, it's going to be difficult. She's a tough-minded old woman, hard to scare, hard to drive insane.
It's got to be done, Professor. I've got to get my hands on that estate. If you succeed, Professor, there's $5,000 in it for you. All right.
All right, Ned. All right, I'll try. It won't be easy. She may crack suddenly when the time comes. That's the type does, you know.
Good, it's settled then. You brought everything you're apt to need?
All my apparatus and gadgets are in my trunk. They'll be here tomorrow. I'm not altogether sure I like this job, Ned.
Hope you're not going to turn moral on me, Professor.
No. There's something about this place that disturbs me, though. You know I am psychic at times, not altogether a faker.
Next, you be scaring yourself with your own stories.
As we were driving past that old cemetery this afternoon, Ned, I suddenly felt a premonition, a chill, the kind of chill you're supposed to feel when you go near places you'll be buried someday, you know?
It's just the wind, Professor. We'll have to get you some red flannels. Here's something that'll give your courage back. Drink it down. Good idea.
Yeah, that does me good. All the different kinds of spirits, I prefer those in bottles.
I thought you'd like it. Let's go downstairs again. We won't talk about ghosts anymore tonight, but tomorrow night, who knows what may come knocking at Aunt Agatha's door. Indeed, the following evening, Ned and the professor joined Aunt Agatha by the fireplace where she sat knitting. Outside, a cold winter wind blew. Listen to that wind. We may be in for a storm.
Yeah, we're in for an early winter for sure. That's what I thought. Yeah, snow will fall any day now.
I'm sure you're right, Auntie.
It's good to have a fireplace to sit by when the wind blows like that. Here's the cider and donuts, ma'am. Very well, Emmy. Bring it right in.
Well, cider and donuts, just what we need in a night like this.
Will you have a glass, Mr. Ned?
Well, yes, thank you, Emmy.
Will you have some cider, Professor Piedmont?
Professor, Emmy's trying to give you some cider.
Oh, excuse me. I was listening. I thought I heard someone knocking at the front door. Someone knocking?
Well, there is someone there.
Well, they can't be very anxious to get in if that's all the noise they can make.
Shall I go see who it is, Miss Agatha?
Yes, yes, girl, go see. I can't imagine you'd be calling this hour of the night.
Sound like someone who didn't expect to get in anyway. A timid child or maybe a ghost.
Yes, yes, who is it? What? Why?
Miss Agatha, there wasn't anyone there.
No one there? Of course there was. Someone knocked, didn't they?
But I opened the door, Miss Agatha, and there wasn't anyone there.
Then who was knocking? Answer me that, girl.
I don't know, but it wasn't anyone you can see.
Emmy, I'll stand for no foolishness now.
No, ma'am, but just the same, there's nobody at the door.
Someone's playing tricks on us, and I'm going to see who it is.
I'll come with you. You won't find anybody there.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, what is it? What do you... Ah!
There isn't anyone there.
No, but there was. They slipped away in the bushes. That's what they did. They slipped away in the bushes.
The wind and nothing more. Deep into that darkness peering. Yes, of course, some small boys playing tricks, I suppose.
If I catch them, I'll pin their hides. Who was it, Miss Wainwright?
Just some boys playing tricks, Professor. That's all it could have been. Come on, Professor. Drink your cider.
What?
Oh, yes, of course.
Professor, you look like the man who was listening to something then. What was it?
Oh, no, I assure you.
Look, I'm too old not to know when a man is lying, Professor Piedmont. What were you listening to?
Well, to tell the truth, Miss Aguilar, I thought I heard voices.
What kind of voices?
Far away voices, crying something I couldn't make out, But it was just the flames in the fireplace. Just the wind and nothing more, I'm sure it was. Of course, that's all it was. What do you all say we turn in? This New England air makes me sleepy.
Knocks at the door. There's nobody there. Voices. Yes, it's high time we're all in bed instead of sitting around here imagining such nonsensical things.
Highly pleased with their first effort in creating ghosts that did not exist, Ned and Professor Piedmont went to bed. But before they retired, they held a brief, low-voiced conference in Ned's room. Well, Professor, that door-knocking act was all right. You did it very nicely.
Yes, Ned. An ordinary length of black thread run through a crack in the window sash and attached to the door knocker can create a very satisfactory ghost indeed.
Now tell me what comes next on our program.
Well, we can't work too fast here, you see. Tomorrow, the hired girl, Emmy, will have spread the news of tonight's happenings. The whole town will start talking about it.
Good. And then?
Tomorrow night, nothing happens. Aunt Agatha is reassured, but tomorrow, as I'll be busy. I noticed today there's an old hollow tree in the woods about 100 feet from the house.
Yeah, what about it?
I'll run wires to it, hiding them under the lee eaves, and install a small loudspeaker in it. I'll conceal the microphone and batteries behind the drapes in the living room.
I see. So 2 nights from now we'll hear ghostly voices, eh?
Exactly. They'll accompany the ghostly knocks at the door, but that won't be all. No, there'll be other surprises on the program.
Professor, remind me to tell you sometime that you're about as unpleasant an old rascal as I've ever met. The next evening, Agatha Wainwright listened nervously for repetition of the ghostly knocks, but nothing happened, and she regained her composure. The evening following that, however, as she and Ned and Professor sat in the living room around the fire.
Oh, well.
9 o'clock. The evening may just be starting in New York, but here in Wilton, it's bedtime. Seems to be someone at the door.
Oh, yes, so there is.
Shall I go?
No, Emmy can answer the door. Little enough to earn. She's just little enough right here to earn her money. Emmy!
Yes, Miss Agatha?
There's somebody at the door, girl. See who it is.
Must I, Agatha?
Must you indeed? Answer that door, Emmy!
I'd rather not, ma'am.
Emmy, see who is at the door.
Yes, Miss Agatha, I'm going.
Who is it?
There's no one there. There's no one there again.
Emmy, get control of yourself.
I tell you, there's no one there.
Someone's playing tricks. That's all. You hear, Emmy?
Yes, Miss Agatha, I hear, but I don't believe it.
Go to your room.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry, Miss Agatha. But there wasn't anyone there.
I hope I'm not going to have to discharge that girl.
Shall I go this time, Auntie?
No, Ned. Let the rascals play their tricks. Whoever they are, they'll soon stop when they see me pay no attention. And I wonder if we could see them from the window.
That's a good idea, Professor. Maybe we could trap them if we were to go quietly out the back door and slip around to the front. Let me in. Let me in.
What was that? What was that?
Let me in. In the name of heaven, let me in.
Someone calling.
Really? I don't hear anyone.
If someone calling, just to let him in.
Strange, I can't hear it.
You must have heard it, Ned. It was perfectly plain.
Well, there are voices certain people can hear and others can't. If there's someone calling, we'd better take a look. Let me in. Let me in. Come on, Auntie. We'll go see what goes on. Who's there? Show yourself, whoever you are.
The yard's perfectly empty.
There isn't a soul in sight. Both the knocking and the voices seem to have stopped. Perhaps we ought to search the yard and... Oh! And Agatha, look! At the edge of the trees!
Lights. 3 balls of light moving around just above the ground. Really? 3 spheres of light? Dear me, luminous spheres are a common manifestation of spiritual presence. Nonsense, they're just will-o'-the-wisp, that's all.
Oh, whatever they are, we're going to see. Come on, Professor. If it's a trick, we'll know soon enough.
Yes, Ned, wait for me. Don't scare them away. I want to see what they look like. Ned, they're rising. They're floating away above the trees. Ah!
And Agatha, are you all right? Shall I get a doctor for you?
What do I want with a doctor? I'm all right. Oh, I'm an old fool carrying on like just because of some will-o'-the-wisp or whatever it was. I shan't do it again, I promise you that. You need not be ashamed, Miss Wainwright. Unless I'm much mistaken, we've witnessed a psychic visitation of a kind unsurpassed in my experience. No human being would stack books like that. Oh, stop the nonsense, Professor. You may believe in spirits, but I don't. I have never believed in ghosts, and I'm not going to start now. It was just that it was, well, unexpected.
In the days that followed, Ned Wainwright and Professor Piedmont found it impossible to shake Agatha Wainwright's iron nerves. Emmy, the hired girl, resigned in terror, but Aunt Agatha remained seemingly unmoved. Resolutely, she ignored the ghostly knocks, the voices, and the footsteps of Professor Piedmont's ingenuity devised. The whole town buzzed with tales of her haunted house. But she refused to pay any attention to them. After a month had gone by, Ned was ready to admit defeat. Well, Professor, you're a washout. Aunt Agatha hasn't turned a hair at your ghosts. Now, Ned, I told you it might take a long time. She's a very strong-minded woman. Believe me, anyone else would have cracked by now. Well, she hasn't, and she's not going to, Professor. I still say it may happen all at once, Ned. She's nervous and distraught. She doesn't sleep well. Every evening she sits listening for ghostly voices, and she won't admit it, but she's made up her mind not to believe in ghosts. I'm afraid she never will. Well, what do you suggest? It's the middle of December. I gotta get my hands on her money by the end of the year. I'm sunk. Well, we must play our last card, Ned. You. Me? What do you mean? She's fond of you. You're her only relative. What are you getting at? How would she feel if you, her only relative, would die and come back here as a ghost? I don't follow you. My plan is simple. We'll say goodbye to your aunt and then drive off as if we were going away. Then secretly in the night we'll return to the house. Yes, and then what? We see to it that she receives a phone call from a friend of mine in Boston. He'll announce to your aunt that you and I have been in an automobile accident and that we've been killed. Oh, I see. Yes, I begin to understand. Immediately after the phone call, we'll knock. She'll come to the door and see us standing there. Having just heard that we're both dead. Exactly. If that doesn't work, Ned, we are defeated. But it'll be a strong mind indeed that withstands such a shock as that. A strong mind indeed. Two days later, Ned and Professor Piedmont said goodbye to Aunt Agatha and drove away. It was starting to snow as they left, so they made their way by a roundabout route to an isolated roadhouse, and there spent the day waiting. After darkness had fallen, they started back towards Aunt Agatha's house. But now there was snow feet deep on the road, and the cold blast of the north wind made even the heated interior of the car uncomfortable. I'll be glad when this is over, Ned. At the moment, it must be down to 0. Yeah, at least. We're almost there. We'll drive up to within 100 yards of the house and wait in the car with the heater on. What time did you arrange to have that phone call made from Boston? 9 o'clock, exactly. We want to knock the instant after she gets it. Right. Hey, isn't that our turn there? Oh, yes, I think so. The snow makes it so hard to see. Professor, look out. We're going off the road. Ah! Ned, are you hurt? My ankle. Help me out of here. Oof, here, come on. Oh, hurry, Ned, I smell gasoline. The car may catch on fire. All right, help me onto the road. Yes, here we go. Oh, what happened? We skidded down a 10-foot bank and turned over completely. If you'd watch where you're going, it wouldn't have happened. I couldn't tell it was ice under the snow, but never mind. We've got to get to the shelter. I think my ankle is broken. Yes, I can't step on it. Here, you can lean on me. Where are we? Oh, we're about a quarter of a mile from Aunt Agatha's. There's another house within a mile. Come on, we've got to get there quick. Lean on me. Help all you can. If we don't get there soon, we'll freeze to death. Half an hour later, numb with cold and scarcely able to struggle on, Ned and Professor Piedmont staggered up to Aunt Agatha Wainwright's house. The windows all had heavy wooden shutters over them, shutters they themselves had helped Agatha put in place to keep out anything that might come knocking in the night. But through the small pane of glass at the front door, light showed as they stumbled thankfully up the steps. Oh, thank heavens we're here. I couldn't have gone another 100 yards. Nor I. Oh, I'm almost frozen, Ned. We've got to get inside. Yeah, here, help me. All right, one more step. There. Ned, the phone call from Boston. What time is it? Time? It's 9 o'clock exactly. Knock, quickly. We've got to get inside before that phone call comes. Inside, and Agatha Wainwright heard knocking. Before she could go to the door, the telephone rang. She answered it first. Hello? Yes, this is Wilton 317. Boston calling long distance. Yeah, I'll hold on. Just a minute. Hello? Yes, this is Miss Wainwright speaking. Boston General Hospital. My nephew, Ned. What is it? What's happened to him? Dead? An automobile accident? Both of them killed? Oh no. Oh. Yes. Oh, yes, I'm all right. Oh. Thank you for letting me know. I'll come in the morning. Oh, Ned killed. Oh, no, it can't be. Aunt Agatha, it's Ned. Let me in. Ned is dead. He's been killed. Ned, let me in. Please, Aunt Agatha. It's Ned. Let me in. No. Ned's dead. Let us in. No, you can't be Ned. Ned was killed. He's dead. Aunt Agatha, please. It must be Ned's ghost. That little professor was right. There are ghosts. It's Ned's ghost out there. Aunt Agatha, we're freezing to death. Please, let us in. No, you can't come in. You're a ghost. You're Ned's ghost. You can't come in. I won't let a ghost in here. I won't. No. The next morning, Ned and Professor Piedmont were found frozen to death beside the house, though they had made a vain effort to pry open the heavy wooden shutters that covered the windows. You see, Agatha never did let them in. She knew better than to open the door to ghosts. And so, our final story, which will run us over the hour. Oh no, say it isn't so. If you can stay, that would be spectacularly wonderful. If not, it'll be on YouTube. And hey, here we go. Death at Stormhouse. The sealed book. Once again, the keeper of the book has opened the ponderous door to the secret vault, wherein is kept the great sealed book, in which is recorded all the secrets and mysteries of mankind through the ages. Here are tales of every kind, tales of murder, of madness, of dark deeds, strange and terrible beyond all belief. Keeper of the book, I would know what tale we tell this time. Open the great book and let us read. Slowly the great book opens. One by one, the keeper of the book turns the pages and stops. Ah, the strange story of a beautiful woman whose jealousy was so great that even the grave could not give her peace. A tale called Death at Stormhouse. Oh, please, Rick, you leave the door open with invitation, arrows and notes and everything all over the front porch saying, "Come in, ghosts, come in." We know better. Here's the tale as it is written in the pages of the sealed book. It takes place in the old New England mansion known as Stormhouse, perched high on the cliffs above the crashing waves of the Atlantic Ocean. In her bedroom, Lizette Lester, young and beautiful mistress of Stormhouse, lies desperately ill, listening to the storm that is raging outside as her husband and Dr. Warren, their lifelong friend, hover over her. "Oh, John, John." "Yes, Lisette." "John, open the window. I want to hear the storm. I want to hear the thunder crash and the wind scream." "I'll open it, John. You stay with Lisette." "Thank you, Howard." The storm rages and the thunder booms outside. "Oh, it's a wonderful storm. I've known it was coming for 3 days. I've always known when a storm was coming, haven't I, John?" "Yes, yes, Lisette, you've always known." "And I've been waiting for this one. I've been waiting for it so I could die as I was born. On a night when there's a storm filling the sky and death riding the wind, you take me as it took my mother that night." "Oh, Lisette, don't say that. You mustn't excite yourself, Lisette. It weakens you." "Oh, but I'm dying, Doctor. You know it as well as I do. It's only the storm that's keeping me alive now." "Oh, Lisette, Lisette." "John, darling." "Yes, Lisette." "In my will, there's a bequest to old Andrew for his faithful service. Everything else is left to you, including the house, on condition that you live here at least 6 months out of every year for the rest of your life." "Lisette, I can't bear to talk about it." "Oh, but we must, darling. You don't mind the condition that you live here half of every year, do you, John?" "No, of course not, my dearest." I couldn't bear to think if he was ever very far from me, in life or in death." "I'll always be with you, my darling." "You won't marry again, will you, John?" "Never, Lisette, I swear it." "Ah, you've sworn it, John. You mustn't break your vow, you know. If you do, I'll be very angry, John. Very angry. And when I'm angry, I do terrible things, John. You know that." "I know, darling. You have my promise. I'll never break it." "Oh, listen to the thunder. It's such a beautiful night. All my life I've never been able to sleep at a night like this. I wonder if now when the storm sweeps in from the sea, I'll I'll know it and wake up." Ah. Lisette? Lisette? John, she's gone.
Well, there, it's all done now, Mr. John. I wouldn't want it better if it was myself buried down that ground.
Thank you, Andrew.
I'll put the tools away now. Call me if you want me."
I can't believe it's Lisette we buried there, Dr. Warren. Somehow she seems still alive to me. She loved living, so it's a beautiful spot here on the edge of the cliff. She made me promise she would be buried here, where she could watch the storms coming from the sea, hear the waves beating on the rocks below. John, do you mind if I speak personally to you? Why should I? You're my best friend, Doctor. My only friend, in fact. Well, that's one of the things I want to talk to you about. In the 3 years since you married Lizette, you haven't painted a single picture. No, I haven't. I've started some, but there's always something Lizette wanted to do. For 3 years, John, you've been cooped up here, seeing no one. You might as well have been in prison. You get away for a while now. Why don't you spend the winter in New York, renew old friendships, catch up what's happening in painting? Yeah, yeah, I think I'd like that. Oh, and there's another thing. Yes, Howard. The promise you made to Lizette, John. Promise? Oh, you mean not to marry again? Yes. You mustn't take it too seriously. You're too young to spend your life alone grieving. Lisette wouldn't have made you promise that if she had thought, uh, I don't know, seemed to mean so much to her. Well, when Lisette was alive, it seemed quite impossible to me that I should ever love another woman, even a mistress. But you will. I'm sure Lisette would understand. Yeah, I'll think about it, Howard, right? The truth is, just now I feel a little confused. Well, let time take care of the matter. But you will close up Stormhouse and try a few months in the city? Yeah, I will. I'll come back in the spring. After all, I'm obligated to live here half a year, right? But I'll leave old Andrew in charge and spend the winter in New York. Once away from the somber atmosphere of the Stormhouse, John Lester seemed to awaken as if from a dream. He began to paint again, to live as he had before his marriage to Lisette. Then at a party he met Nora Maynard. Young, gay, lovely, and one day in the spring he brought her back to Stormhouse as his bride. He introduced her to old Andrew, the caretaker. He showed her through the house and then took her out to see the magnificent view from the top of the cliffs. Oh, John, it's a wonderful old place. The house, the cliffs, the sea. I'm going to love every minute here. I was afraid it might seem rather wild and gloomy to you, Nora. Oh, no. Look at the clouds, the waves tossing as far as you can see, the ocean way down below us. It's magnificent, Johnny. It can be frightening, too, when the real storm comes sweeping in from the sea. Oh, John, what's over there on that little point? It's Stormhouse's private burying ground. That grave you see is Lisette. Lisette, will you tell me more about her sometime, John? Yes, of course, Nora. Now we'd better go. It's almost dark. All of a sudden, the wind seems to be rising. Oh, just 1 minute more. Oh, all right. I want to tell Andrew to phone the village for groceries before the store closes. Will you run in and tell him, and I'll come in right away? Don't be long. The wind's getting cold out here, Nora. Ah, poor Lisette. I wonder what she was like. I wonder if she used to stand here and watch the darkness sweep over the sea and... Oh! John, is that you? John, it's so dark I can't see you. John, don't... Oh! Nora! Nora, what is it? Oh! Did you call me, Nora? John, you frightened me. I thought you... Really? Were you trying to push me over? Push you over? Look, John, I know you're just joking, but I almost lost my balance and I almost went over the cliff. Nora, I didn't push you. I was halfway up the path when you called. You were halfway up the path? Besides, I wouldn't play a joke like that. You must have become dizzy. I suppose so. I'm sure I felt your hand push me, and the wind seemed to force me towards the edge. Must have been the height. Made you lose your balance. Yeah, yes, of course. That's what it was. Darling, come inside now. Promise you won't ever go close to the edge of the cliff again. Yes, let's go inside and I promise, John, the cliff frightens me now. During those first few weeks after John Lester returned to Stormhouse with his new bride, the wind never ceased to howl above the great old house. Several times when Nora was walking near the cliff, strong gusts sprang up that would have pushed her over to her death if she were walking closer to the edge. Then one afternoon, Nora discovered old Andrew piling flat, large rocks on top of Lisette's grave. Why, Andrew, what in the world are you doing? What are those rocks on Lisette's grave for? It's the wind, Miss Nora. Blowing night and day like it has. It's been blowing the dirt right out from most of Miss Lisette's grave. Well, how strange is that? Yes, sirree. Give it a couple more weeks, and it scooped up all the earth and had the coffin clear uncovered. Then the rocks stopped that. Yeah. Well, I guess that's enough anyway. Andrew,
Yes'm?
did Lisette love John so very much?
Love Mr. Lester? Well, yeah, I expect she did, ma'am, in her way.
In her way?
Excuse me, Miss Nora, I gotta drive to town for a package for Mr. Lester.
Oh, his new paints from New York. He's been so impatient for them. Oh, Andrew,
Yes, ma'am?
that big stone vase on the upper terrace right beside the steps. It's loose on its base. I saw it swaying yesterday as if it were going to fall over in the garden. Please fix it, will you?
Yep, as soon as I get back from town, ma'am.
Thank you, Andrew. Oh, you know Dr. Warren is staying for dinner.
Yep, Mr. Lester told me that.
Oh, well, I promised to meet him at the garden, in the garden at 4 o'clock, so be sure to fix the vase, Andrew.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, Dr. Warren. Have I kept you waiting long?
There you are, Nora. Just beginning to be afraid you'd gone close to the cliff and become dizzy again.
Oh, no. After almost falling over twice, I don't take any chances now.
That's the spirit. Where's John?
Oh, he's painting on the upper terrace. Oh, there he is now. Johnny!
Oh, hello, you two. What are you plotting down there? A tour of the caves down by the beach. Knock off for the day. Come along.
Please do, Johnny.
Yeah, maybe I will. Light is fading.
John, don't lean on the stone vase. It's loose. Ow! Nora, look out!
Boom!
Oh!
Are you hurt?
I'm coming down. Good grief, that was close. It fell right where you were standing. You pulled me back just in time.
Nora, are you all right?
Yes, it's thanks to Dr. Warren. He saved me. I couldn't move.
I can't understand. I hardly touched it when it went over. You must have leaned against it harder than you realized.
No, I didn't. I just touched it. It gave way all of a sudden. Thank heaven you were here, Warren. It must have been the wind. The vase was loose. I was just telling Andrew to fix it.
If you'd have been hurt, Nora.
Oh, a miss is as good as a mile, darling. Come on, let's forget the caves and go in and have tea instead. The wind has turned awfully cold all of a sudden.
The wind continued howling unrelentingly as the little group supped inside the house. Listen to that confounded wind. I can't even read anymore. It makes such a racket.
Would you like me to read to you, darling?
No, I'm just jumpy, I guess.
It isn't something special, is it? You're not regretting you married me?
Oh, don't be silly.
It's just the wind. But the last 2 months it hasn't let up night or day. Listen to it now. Oh, it is upsetting, darling. Sometimes it sounds just like a voice saying something you could almost make out, but not quite, you know?
I haven't painted a stroke in 2 months. Every day I get my canvas, my paint ready, then the wind rises and distracts me.
You're not sleeping well, are you, John?
No, I haven't slept for weeks. Oh, Nora, I can't stand it any longer. I can't stand it. If that wind doesn't stop blowing, I think I'll go mad.
My darling, Johnny, listen to me, dear. We must go away from the storehouse, away from the wind. We must, John.
But the will.
The will doesn't matter. Oh, John, please say yes. We can't ever be happy here. There's something about the place that will forever prevent us.
Yes. Leave Stormhouse. Never come back.
Yes, Johnny, never come back.
Yes. Yes, Nora, you're right. We'll do it. We'll leave tomorrow.
Oh, John, the thunder. Oh! John, we're going to have another storm.
Yes. Something has come up quickly. At sunset, there wasn't a sign of a storm.
It's as if Stormhouse knows we're leaving now and wants to live up to its reputation on our last night. Oh, well, darling, I think I'll go to bed and dream about leaving here tomorrow. Coming?
No, I'll finish my pipe and tell Andrew our plans.
All right, my darling. I'll bring my diary up to date while I wait. Don't be long now. Oh, more thunder. Oh.
John! Mr. John!
What is it, Andrew?
Land sakes, Mr. John, that real granddaddy of a lightning bolt hit the cliff just now right beside the burying ground. It opened up a big crack in the earth running right across her grave.
Her grave? Lisette's?
Oh, I can look right now and see the top of the coffin.
Oh, well. You can fix that in the morning. We're going to be leaving, Andrew. We'll settle the details tomorrow. Better turn in now. I'll do the same.
Yeah, all right, Mr. John. Sure is a humdinger of a storm.
Tomorrow we leave here forever. I do so hope it's going to make a difference. John seems so depressed lately. I wonder if it's my fault, if he regrets marrying me. No, I won't think that. Not even the storm can frighten me now. I know John loves me and... What? Who turned out the light? Who came in here? John, is that you? Johnny? Don't tease me like this. You're frightening me. Johnny?
After the great storm had opened up Lizette's grave, so that her coffin was plainly visible, Nora had a midnight visitor. There was a scream, and a body crumpled to the floor. The next morning, the sheriff came to talk to John. That's all of it, Sheriff. That's all I know. Nora screamed. When I got to her, she was lying there on the floor. Dead. Murdered. But the weapon, Mr. Lester, we know that it was the antique ivory paper knife of yours, because the point broke off in the wound. Where is it? I don't know, I tell you. I didn't see it. I see. I think you better come with me for the time being, Mr. Lester. Da-da-da-da. Later at this jail, the sheriff opened John's cell to admit Dr. Warren. Here's the prisoner, Doctor. You can see him for 15 minutes. Howard, thank heaven you've come. John, how are you? How am I? I don't know. I don't care. Howard, have they caught Nora's murderer? They still think you did it. I gather that they did. And the ivory knife hasn't been found? Nowhere. We've searched every inch, John. Think. I know when you found Nora, you were shocked and dazed by the knife. Surely you saw it. Surely you drew it from the wound. Put it down somewhere. You must have. I tried to think, Howard. I'm sure I'm right. There was no knife, only Nora, crumpled beside the writing desk, the blood staining her nightdress, the wind screaming outside as if in triumph. Look, understand. I know you didn't murder Nora. I don't know how we're going to convince the world, though. Is it as bad as that? Yeah, as bad as that. If only the knife had been found, it could have been suicide then. But the knife is gone. You testify that Andrew is innocent. So as there wasn't any other living soul but yourself in the house that night. I see. Well, I've told them all I can. I don't know how the knife could have disappeared. There's nothing more I can do, even if they hang me. Even if they hang him. Yes, and hang John Lester they did, after due and lawful trial. For in the jury's eyes, the fact that of the missing ivory knife that had killed Nora Lester was damning evidence. And after the execution, John's old friend Dr. Warren conveyed the body homeward to Stormhouse, where he and faithful old Andrew buried it at the burying ground. Andrew dug the grave close between the graves of Nora and Lisette. So close, in fact, that while digging, his pick struck a coffin.
Ha! Doctor, look at there.
Corner of a coffin. Lisette's coffin, it must be.
Yep. That night the lightning struck the cliff must have moved her coffin around somehow. I remember the grave looked a little weird next morning when I fixed things up.
I guess we'll have to dig it up so we can put it back in its proper place.
Yeah, I guess we better, Doctor. Well, it won't take that long. Yeah. Ugh, yeah. Now, there we are, Doctor. I guess that does it all right.
Good. Thank you, Andrew. Now we'll just slide the coffin back into its place. You've made plenty of room.
Oh, Doctor, hurry up.
What is it, Andrew?
The lid of this coffin's been tampered with.
Tampered with? But that's impossible.
Will you come take a look at it, Doctor? You'll see I'm right.
Oh, I guess I'd better. Stand aside, Andrew. There. Now, just what do you mean?
Look, Doctor. All on the sides and this end.
The screws. They're all loose. They've been pulled out of the wood when someone lifted the lid. This coffin's been forced open.
That's right, Doctor. Only look, how was it forced open? There's no tool marks on the wood.
No tool marks. Whoever did this just didn't leave any. Andrew, we've got to look inside and see why Lisette's coffin was molested.
Well, maybe we better just leave it just as it is, Doctor.
We can't do that, Andrew. Put your pick under the edge and the lid. Now push. There, that's it. Now lift.
Yeah. Well, if you say so.
Easy does it. There. Now it's loose. We'll see. Whoa!
I told you we shouldn't open that.
A bloody knife. The ivory knife that killed Nora. Here in Lisette's coffin.
Yeah. And they hung Mr. John, 'cause they couldn't find the knife and it's been here all along, held tight in Lisette's hand.
And so it was beautiful Lisette who killed Nora. Lisette, whose jealousy was so great that it reached back from behind the veil of death. And it was Lisette who took the knife of murder back into the grave with her, so that John, too, would suffer her vengeance. Or was it? Was there some other answer? You must decide that for yourself, dearies, for the sealed book does not say.